Welcome to What Are You Sporting About podcast, a podcast about business, employment, sports, and entertainment to help educate, support, and guide you to your next level. Here's your host, attorney Savania DeBarros.
Hey y'all, it's Savannah DeBarros, the protector of athletes, also the founding and principal attorney of the S.L. DeBarros Law Firm. Look, so for this episode, we had the opportunity to catch up with Yosef Ngowe, who is a lacrosse athlete, also a social media influencer and head of marketing for Vantage Sports. This young man is just so amazing, guys. Look, I had a chance to connect with him prior to the event. He reached out to me about wanting to be a part of the NILCOMBINE, and the way that he just moved so swiftly and showed up powerfully too, and with the level of confidence that I'm like, yo, this kid is amazing. He's amazing. So look, I want you to check out this interview I did with him on leveraging and monetizing his name, image, and likeness. We dive into some hard lessons that he had to learn very early on, even some things that adults have not yet grasped. Okay, that's what I'm. Look, I was just saying, he's amazing. So check this out. Check out this interview. He dropped some amazing nuggets. And also, he's extremely inspiring. So if you are a student athlete who's looking to monetize, leverage, and protect your name, image, and likeness, Yosef is a great example of someone who's already in this space and making it happen. All right, let me know what you guys think about later. Hey guys, I'm Savannah DeBarros, protector of athletes. And guess what? We have wrapped up the first annual NILCOMBINE, live and virtual, to educate, support, and motivate athletes. Listen, whether you attended and missed sessions or you didn't, guess what? You can still be in the room. You can get all of this amazing information to help you retain more knowledge, shore up your knowledge, and take the proper steps so you can get from point A to point Z. Look, all of us want to be successful, right? We want to create sustainable wealth. We want to make sure that we are building legacies out here with our name, image, and likeness. So you can do that with the NILCOMBINE All Access Pass. All you got to do is go to bit.ly/NILCOMBINE-all access. Make sure you put that in all caps. bit.ly/all caps NILCOMBINE-all access. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Our experts came, they dropped it, okay? They did their thing, and the knowledge is there. All you have to do is take action. Go ahead, get your all access pass right now. Hey guys, so y'all already know who I am, the protector of athletes, and I'm so happy that you have tuned in with us for the NILCOMBINE. So now we are going to interview Mr. Yosef Ngowe. Please correct me if I pronounce your name wrong.
Close enough.
All right, so I want to make sure that you all have the opportunity to ask your questions. So make sure that you put your questions in the Q&A box, or just drop them down into the conversation channel where you currently are, and we'll make sure that Yosef can answer your question. Now, look, I wanted to have a session where we could interview athletes around monetizing, leveraging, and protecting their name, image, and likeness. Although the space is so new in college sports, it's still something that traditionally entrepreneurs and business owners already understand and know how to navigate. But navigating name, image, and likeness in a college space is just it's different, right? There's all types of rules. There's relationship building, things that have to be done for the student athlete to really take their brand to the next level. And so here we are with Yosef. So Yosef, go ahead and tell us a little bit about who you are, and then we'll dive more into how you have created your brand and what you're doing now.
Sure thing. Thank you, Simona. So my name's Yosef Ngowe. I'm a Division I lacrosse player, transferring to Lindenwood University next year. I started off I've been playing lacrosse since I was 6 years old. It's been my dream to play at the Division I level. And as soon as NIL started, I was reached out to by a company called Vantage Sports to be a creator for them. I'm actually a social media influencer in the lacrosse world. And I began as a creator for them and worked my way up to become the head of marketing at that company now. What Vantage Sports is a platform where any college athlete can make money giving recruiting advice, in-person training, and mentorship to youth and high school athletes that want to take their game to the next level and hopefully play in college.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So let me ask you this. What is it that you like about lacrosse? Because, I mean, if I'm being honest, there's not a lot of African American athletes who play lacrosse. So how did you get into that sport and what is it that you like about it?
Definitely. So my older sister actually was the one who introduced me to lacrosse. She was playing in Decatur, Georgia, on the first ever youth team for the Decatur Bulldogs way back in the day. And I was going to those practices, and I'd played football before. I'd ran track and field, but lacrosse was so bizarre to me. It was so new, but it looked so fun. It's when you give a 6-year-old a stick and say you can go hit other kids and not get in trouble. I mean, who wouldn't want to play that? So the coach approached me and gave me my first ever stick, gave me some equipment, and said, "Hey, in the springtime when you're not playing football, why don't you come try out and come play for our lacrosse team? We're actually making a boys side, so it'll be the first ever boys youth team in Decatur, Georgia." And I went ahead and played and fell in love with it right away, and loved it ever since.
That's really, really cool. What lessons have lacrosse given you? Um, I know it's been something extremely fun for you, and it's been a sport that was initially introduced to you by your sister. However, were there any challenges that you faced in the sport, and how have you overcome them?
Most definitely. So lacrosse itself is a very hard sport to become good at. It takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of patience. And so building that up, taught me the lesson of just being persistent and putting in the hard work to go ahead and improve my skill set. I was very athletic, but when it came to, passing with my left hand, passing with my right hand, little things in that way. Also, I'm not naive to the fact that lacrosse is a predominantly white sport. So I dealt with a lot of criticism from not only just other kids around my area, but kids that look just like me. So when you're the only black kid on the team, you feel a bit ostracized from your teammates. But then you go back to school, and even the black community kind of making fun of you in a way, like, why are you playing lacrosse? Like, are you whitewashed? Or like, why are you playing like a white sport? When for me, I just wanted to play the game that I loved. But it's definitely given me the opportunity to, get some thick skin and, prove some critics wrong. And I think I love the fact that people almost didn't believe in me because that gave me the motivation to push forward and go ahead and pursue my dreams. That's definitely paid off.
That's awesome. Now, when you were faced with this adversity and literally adversity from all sides, how are you able to keep your head up and navigate through through those, challenging waters?
Mm. So yes, definitely. I think, you know, to be fair, I wasn't able to keep my head up in middle school. I've dealt with a lot of depression, a lot of bullying, and I actually had to go to a boarding school, military boarding school, after facing, such severe depression that I was actually suicidal at 12 years old. Um, and lacrosse saved my life in that same way. My sister ended up committing to the Naval Academy, and it gave me a vision that, hey, if I focus on sports, focus on athletics, and focus on lacrosse, I too can go to college and play the sport that I love and make something out of my life. And that motivation, that drive sparked me to, put countless hours into my game. Didn't care what nobody thought of me. Didn't care if I was told by coaches, players that I wouldn't make it to the Division 1 level. But that same motivation just kept me pushing and allowed me to reach my goals.
So now you are head of marketing for Vantage Sports. You are a social media influencer. How have you been able to take those hard lessons, sometimes very deep, deep lessons from being a lacrosse athlete now into this new role of head of marketing and social media influencer?
Definitely. So I'll start off with the social media influencer side. So a lot of athletes may shy away from being an influencer, shy away from putting themselves out there due to criticism. But I feel like I've gotten so used to, criticism my whole life that it kind of washes off of me. I want to do everything that, I kind of put my mind to and that I'm passionate about. And I don't really care what people think of me at this point in my life. So it allowed me to have the confidence to go out there and put myself out there, create content, and also the confidence, going into the business side, introducing myself to CEOs, introducing myself to other business owners, and stepping up into a leadership role in a company at 20 years old. And I still feel very comfortable, speaking to someone like you and networking and going ahead and speaking at summits and things that involve athletes and on behalf of the athletes that are in my company. And I definitely think it's helped a lot, building that personality and building that character.
Through your experiences so far, is there anything that you've learned about yourself that you like, yo, whoa, I'm actually pretty dope? And if so, like, what is that? What would that be?
I definitely think, learning recently about my leadership skills, I've been able to network, my networking skills and my leadership skills. So as I was building up the social medias for Vantage Sports, I was networking a lot with other creator athletes out there. I wanted representatives from my company, not only to be on lacrosse players, but also female athletes, women's basketball players, field hockey players. I wanted a representative from youth sports. So I'm reaching out and building these relationships with other college athletes, and now we have the Vantage Sports Creator Crew, which holds a male and female athlete from almost every major sport. We have about 6 million followers combined between us, and they're relying on me to, speak on their behalf and approach companies for NIL deals as a collective, and ensuring that I can get them the best deals and ensuring that they're representing a company that they truly care about and that truly cares about them.
So, what advice would you give student athletes who are looking to leverage and monetize their NIL?
I say definitely put yourself out there and learn how to market. Marketing is, we had this discussion. Marketing is one of the keys of, presenting yourself as a student athlete in the NIL space. Hop on social media. Don't wait too long. We only have 4 years, 5 years tops in college. And NIL is so brand new and such an open opportunity space that there's really no limit. And it doesn't have to just come from one-off deals. There's job opportunities here. And the networks you build now may allow you to work at some of the places that you were just a representative for. If anyone's proof of that, it's me. I started off as just a content creator for Vantage Sports only 6, 7 months ago, and now I've worked my way up to be the head of marketing at this company. And so I say, put yourself out there and, have full belief in yourself and take advantage of the new space.
Sometimes it's hard for people to believe in themselves when they lack confidence. And there was a very dark time in your life where you had to really overcome some dark, dark, dark demons, right? So, how did you personally, what was it that helped you to climb out of that to create the confidence that you currently have and that you can really show off like externally? Because there are some student athletes out there. They're like, yo, this sounds all good and everything, but I'm not about to go and approach anybody. And for example, like introverts, some people are so introverted to the point that they cannot create, initiate a conversation or initiate a contact. So, what is some advice you have on how student athletes can build their confidence, maybe even overcome some of the struggles that they're currently facing to, further create confidence so that they can step into a place where they can leverage their name, image, and likeness?
I think just recognizing how far you've come and giving yourself a pat on the back. If you're a collegiate athlete at this point in your life, that is a privilege and that does not come easy. And building that confidence, for me personally, I didn't have a lot of confidence, coming out of middle school and still stepping into that mindset of, hey, I want to make it to the Division 1 level. But working and working and working and eventually pushing myself to play at the highest level I could has given me the confidence that I can overcome, and knowing where I came from before and knowing what I went through when I was younger and seeing now where I'm at today has given me that confidence. So I say reflect on yourself. I think reflecting on yourself is really key and seeing how far you've made it already. To be a student athlete at the collegiate level is a very impressive thing. 90% of high school athletes don't even make it to that level. and recognizing that, hey, you've already made it this far and you've already overcome so many challenges that approaching someone, putting yourself out there is just another hurdle that's not as far as you've already come. And knowing that, hey, you had to speak to coaches to get to this level. Don't be afraid to go shake a CEO's hand. Don't be afraid to go introduce yourself to business people. At the end of the day, everyone is just another human being like you. As long as you represent yourself respectfully, present yourself the right way, you can succeed. And you've already succeeded before. It is worth it. It is worth it. I'll say, even being an introverted person, it's worth putting yourself out there. It's worth being uncomfortable for the possibilities that are definitely possible for the possibilities in the NIL space, I'll say.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. What are your plans for the near future? What do you aspire to accomplish now with this NIL?
Before even NIL, I'll say, my near plans is I'm going to play for the Uganda men's national team. And I'll be selfish in a way and say that, we need some more recognition. We're the first African nation to have a lacrosse team, and we're really struggling right now. So I wanted to, spread some awareness there and use my name, image, and likeness and the platform I've built to raise money for the Ugandan national team. So if you want to donate, please do so through my Instagram. There's a link there. Yosef Ngowe, the name you see on the screen, is my Instagram handle, and you can donate there. And then right after that, I plan on going to Lindenwood and introducing myself to the athletic director and seeing if I can, expand my NIL and help other student athletes at the university I'm attending.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Yosef. This has been a pleasure to get to know you and hear about your story. And I'm so proud of you. And I barely know you, but your character really shines through. And I'm really praying and hoping that all the things that you want for yourself, that they will materialize. And I know that they will, because you are a person that have a good heart and you go after what you want. And thank you for also stepping into a role, a leadership role, to inspire your peers also to go out and do some things that may seem difficult and hard, but that could also be fruitful for them. So thank you so much for coming on to speak with me for the NIL Combine. And I just look forward to connecting with you further and supporting you in your dreams. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on here and speak. It's been a great experience, meeting you and being able to speak in front of other people at this NIL Combine. I'm truly blessed. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, guys, there you have it. Yosef Ngowe. Did I say that right this time?
Ngowe, but we'll let it slide. We'll let it slide.
Yosef Ngowe. Guys, make sure that you go and follow Yosef Ngowe. You can find him on Instagram. He's also with Vantage Sports. So if you're looking to connect with someone, make sure that you reach out to him and you guys can make something happen. Also take advantage of the networking suite. So jump back there when you have a chance. That way you can start exercising some of this confidence we've been talking about today. All right, guys, I will see you on the next round. Ciao. All right, guys. So didn't I tell you that was such a dope interview? Oh my gosh. So look, make sure that you keep coming back for more episodes. If you have not already subscribed to the What Are You Sporting About podcast, make sure that you go to your favorite platform right now and subscribe so you never miss a show. And if you want access to the NIL Combine, you can go to athletesmakingmoves.com and there will be a button where you can ask for access to the NIL Combine. We also have the All Access Pass, and that will give you all of the material for the Combine. All right, so you don't want to miss it. Until next time, guys, I'm Sylvania DeBarros, the protector of athletes, and I'll check you later. Ciao. Don't sleep on your future, all right? The All Access Pass was created with you in mind so that you can shore up your knowledge, so that you can take the right steps to help you get from point A to point Z. Here's what's in the All Access Pass: access to our digital content vault with transcripts and audio and video of the summit, the NIL Level Up Playbook, which is amazing, guys, complete with resources in the back of each panel so that you can implement what you've learned. and of course, a free copy of the Athletes Making Moves book. Now look, this is a best-selling book in 4 areas, so you don't want to miss this opportunity. Get the All Access Pass now. Whether you were part of the Combine, whether you missed it or you missed some sessions, this is a way for you to shore up that knowledge and get the information that you missed. Get the information that you need. Go ahead right now to bit.ly/NILCOMBINE All Access.
Thanks for joining us this week on What Are You Sporting About podcast. Make sure to visit our website, prosportlawyer.com, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or whatever your favorite platform is, so you'll never miss a show. And while you're at it, if you found value in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes or iHeartRadio. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. If you like the show, you might want to check out our book, What Are You Sporting About? Attorney Savania DeBarros is available for private consulting at sldebarros.com. And remember, we're here to educate, support, and guide you in your journey to success, because we're all sporting about something.